right, well, I would like to first start off by introducing myself. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kristen Formanek. I'm the Director of Community and Social Services for the town of Simsbury. And I want to thank everyone for coming today. We have a lot of special guests. We have a lot of our residents here, volunteers, members of this beautiful church, as well as today we also have Brownie Troop number 60078. So again, I'd like to thank you all for coming today to help us celebrate the grand opening of our new food pantry location. Our food pantry, a monthly distribution known as Cheese Day, had historically been housed at Eno Memorial Hall. During the pandemic, those facing food insecurity and needing assistance sharply grew, and it quickly became apparent that the food pantry would need a new, more suitable home. We quickly identified Shepherd of the Hills as a location site, and we moved our pantry in the fall of 2021. Well, there, our pantry continued to grow, both in numbers of participants, number of products, and volunteers. We have continuously been serving an average of 85 households per month. Once we were notified of the holy closure at Shepherd of the Hills, we put the call out that we were in need of space. With the assistance of the town manager's office, Rachel and I visited several potential locations at various faith-based organizations. The space here at First Church of Christ was quickly identified as ideal for our food pantry. We are very grateful to First Church, its staff, parishioners, and volunteers who were incredibly helpful and a delight to work with. We truly appreciate the warm welcome that we have been given. Our new space is more than ample for our needs. We are pleased that we now have all of our shelving in the main space, giving us more room to put out products for our participants to choose from. At our pantry, everyone is given free choice of the food that they would like to take. At each distribution, we also provide fresh produce and toilet paper, as well as household cleaning products and toiletries. We also have an amazing volunteer who brings in clothing and household items several times per year. I want to thank everyone who has worked so hard to make this possible. Rachel Loveland, our community social worker, works tirelessly to make the food pantry a great resource for our town and its residents. Thank you to our town manager and our town manager's office for supporting our work, as well as the Board of Selectmen. Thank you to Shannon from First Church, who has helped with securing the space and onboarding us. And of course, thank you to all of the staff in my department for continuing to support this effort and all of the great work that you do every day to support our residents. I would also like to thank the Department of Public Works for all of their continued support of our food pantry, always making sure that we are cleared out at the end of every distribution, transporting our food produce here to us for each distribution, and supporting us each time we move. And last but not least, a huge thank you to all of our volunteers, without whom we could not make this work possible. And following this, I'd like to introduce our town manager, Mark Nelson.
And I am going to tell you a quick story. When I became your town manager, I did not know what Cheese Day was. And nobody told me what Cheese Day was, and it showed up on my calendar one day to go to the Cheese Day. And I've been going ever since, as often as I can. So I just want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank our hosts at Christ Church. This is a wonderful facility. I was here first a year ago, just within weeks of starting for Martin Luther King Day. Just love the facility and the staff, and thank you very much for agreeing to host the town here. A quick thank you, of course, to Kristen and everybody at Social Services, and Rachel and Levi, who's sitting over here next to her as well. If you could join me in a quick round of applause. I spent most of my career working in distressed urban areas. I'm very fortunate to be the town manager in Simsbury, and thank you to everybody who brought me here. One thing I'll just say in this particular setting is that people all over our country need this type of help. It is so heartwarming to me to see the work that's going on in this community, particularly with respect to the food pantry. It's never been more important that we do it, and I hope you all share with me and with Kristen and her staff the great joy that comes in making sure that this work continues. With that, I'd like to introduce our first selectman, Wayne Excuse.
Thank you for being here. recognize Diana Geisler from the Board of Selectmen, and the other members were not able to be here today. I'm going to repeat a couple things here, but first of all, I want to thank First Church of Christ. You guys have been great partners to us in the community. Martin Luther King Day we have here annually. You guys have been through multiple issues, floods, that you've come back to normal, so it's great to be back here. I also want to say a few words about social services, the work that they do, helping the citizens in Simsbury, not just with Cheese Day, but the Christmas gift giving that we do, and the work for the senior center and taking in our seniors and having all that senior center programming. So that's really a great thing that's going on. I do want to say, I guess it's 40 years, right? Cheese Day has been in existence, 81 to, let's say, 81 to 2021. That's 40 years. And then, yeah, so you were here for 40 years, and then that when you had to move, right, to Shepherd of the Hills, and then 2 years later we moved here. So hopefully this is a good home for us. And because of the expanding needs and the space needs. So Kristen will share all the information on how to drop things off and how the Cheese Day will run here, correct? But I want to thank anyone from the town that's been involved with Cheese Day, and really the volunteers that do that every Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month, I believe. I have to admit I've only done it once, so that's bad on me, but I could see how hard everybody works there and the dedication of the people there. So thank you, I will stop right there, and I will invite up Chris, sorry, Chris, I didn't mess that up. From First Church.
And here simply to deliver the sad news that George Harris, our pastor, who intended to be here, was called away. And the good news is that I will speak for far less time than he would have. Mostly here to thank you for giving us this opportunity. We are very dedicated to the shared mission that we both have, and also being your last move. We're very excited to do what we can do to support your programs and offer our facility, our support, and absolutely our prayers as we move forward. Thank you.
So yes, Wendy, thank you for reminding us that we will absolutely share with all of you good information on how you can drop off donations for our pantry. We'll be doing some email blasts around that, and also it is not here yet, but this is kind of a funny side note. Rachel says it a lot better than me, but we did order a bear-proof box. Our last bear resistant, and it is resistant to northern brown bears, black bears, and also polar bears. So we've got it covered. So with that, we do have some refreshments. We'd like all of you to enjoy some refreshments, and we are going to head upstairs now to officially cut the ribbon and show you the space. There is an elevator if that is something that needs to be available to you, and there is also a set of stairs if that's available to you to take as well. And thank you for joining us, and please come join us upstairs.
For over 40 years, SCM has been the voice of our town,
bringing us together through local programming,
education, and live broadcasts.
SCM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community,
ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings,
and celebrating milestones
like our high school graduations.
But today, SCM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SCM receives less revenue,
even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open,
continues to educate our youth,
and keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SCM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
for generations to come.
Visit our website
or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
your schools,
and your government
come together.